This is product market fit.
Shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money.
And this is how you can achieve it. Hey everybody, welcome to Ken or Cannot. My name is Kenneth and I'm an entrepreneur who likes to talk about entrepreneurship and investing. So if you like more videos on how to make you a better entrepreneur and a smarter investor, make sure you click the subscribe button below and smash that notification bell. Alright, now here are the 2 steps you need to do to achieve product market fit. Step number 1, achieve product user fit. That means creating something people really want. Users love your product and just keep coming back for more. I know, you're probably saying to yourself now, what the hell, Ken? If it was so easy, I wouldn't have to listen to you. I got it, alright? I know it's the difficult part and I'll get into it. Just hear me out first. Once you've achieved product user fit, then we have step number 2. Just find more of those users. How simple, right? But if you have a product that only 10 people love, it's kind of hard to make a living off just selling to those 10 people. You want to attack a niche segment, yes, but not one that's too small for sustainable profit. At the bare minimum, you want to look for a market that you can get at least 1,000 true fans, which, as defined by Kevin Kelly, are your raving supporters who will buy anything that you put out. They love everything that you do. Those are your true fans. Simply put, you want to create something that a lot of people really want. Which begs the question from step 1. How can we create something that people really want? That is the $1 million question. First, we need a way to measure when we do have product market fit. When is your killer product killer enough? I like to use 2 metrics to measure this. The first one is by asking this question. How disappointed would you be if your product no longer existed tomorrow? Very disappointed. Somewhat disappointed, not at all disappointed, or D, not applicable. I don't even use this. You want to be aiming for at least 40% answering A, very disappointed. But as we all know, a lot of the times what people say and what they actually do is totally different. So I like to put more weight into the second metric, which is your customer retention, or the number of customers returning and paying you a second time. The metric depends on whether you're testing a free or a paid product. I like paid products better, they give a more realistic view, but either way, you want to achieve for at least 40% on this metric as well. Now in the previous video, we talked about how to create a killer product. This video, we're talking about how to optimize it for true killer status. It's very unlikely that you're hitting 40% on these 2 metrics on your first try. That's why the most important step from the previous video was step number 3, to go out and test your hypothesis. You must measure these metrics. You must talk to your customers to understand the performance of your product. You don't want to launch something that people don't really like. The secret here that most people don't understand is that yes, you talk to your customers, but you don't listen to them. What? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, you do listen to them, but you don't listen to their solutions. You focus only on listening to their problems and you think about how to solve those problems more efficiently. You don't listen to their solutions. 200 years ago, before the car was invented, if you ask people what they want, they would have told you they wanted a faster horse or a cheaper horse. They wouldn't have told you they wanted a car. They don't even know what a car is. The problem that they had was slow transportation, and it was your job as an entrepreneur to invent the car to solve that problem. But if you listen to the customer's solutions, you would never have figured that out. The real need, the real demand is usually hidden from you. If it was obvious, everybody would be doing it already, right? Many of these ideas tend to be on the fringe and can seem a bit crazy at first, but that's where the opportunity lies. When the internet was first invented, nobody believed in it. Amazon, what? I'm not gonna buy anything online. What if they steal my credit card? Airbnb, living in a stranger's house? That's crazy talk, it's so dangerous. You crazy? Well, look where we are now. It's precisely because these ideas are so hidden and seem ludicrous that it enables you to carve out your own niche market segment that didn't exist before. Now that's not to say that you need to reinvent the wheel or come up with some crazy idea, not at all. You can always copy a successful product from another company and improve upon it or just plop it into a different geographic region. Look at China, they're masters of this. The key point here is that you're focusing on solving the problems of the customer. If the customer has the same problems, it'll work just fine. But what happens if your product is solving the customer's problems, but you're still not getting that 40% on the metrics that we discussed earlier? Usually when this happens, it's just a matter of fine-tuning and improving upon the delivery of your solution. What is the user experience like? How can you design the whole experience to make it a more remarkable experience for the user? What's the core benefit of your product, and how can you improve the delivery of that product? How can you remove all the friction and make it as smooth as possible, as quick as possible from start to finish, such that you deliver the benefit as quickly as possible? Now remember, I'm talking about the core benefit here. Don't fall into the trap of adding features that is not mission critical. They'll just end up distracting you away from the main thing that you're providing to your customer. The main takeaway here is that you need to keep iterating and revising your product until you achieve product user fit. Now this can take quite some time, so you want to make sure you keep your burn rate low, how much you're spending. If you run out of cash, it's game over. Also, while you're iterating, you want to base all your decisions on actual data that you're collecting from the customer, not your opinion, not your intuition. Now so far we've been talking a lot about the product side of the equation, but there's also the user side of the equation. You can always test your product with different kinds of users, different psychographics, different demographics, and you might find that your best users, the ideal market category, is actually different from what you originally intended. You might even find your users using your product for an entirely different purpose. Take YouTube for example. It started off as a dating site, not the video channel that you're familiar with now. So make sure to keep an open mind about the different possibilities, and once you found product user fit, then we can move on to step number 2. Finding more of those users. We call that marketing. Now make sure you smash that subscribe button and then go over here to check out the absolute best marketing plan / strategy video I've ever come across.